Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Augusta, Illinois and Southeastern High School for tonight's IHSA Regional Semifinals for Class 1A. Game number 1 of 2 that we're going to have here tonight from Augusta. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us tonight. And tonight's first contest is between the Rushville-Industry Rockets and the Camp Point Central Panthers. Panthers, the top seed in the regional. The Rockets, the number 9 seed in the subsectional complex. And they get here and a chance to play the top seed in the regional via a win over BPC on Monday night. These two teams have seen each other already. Central beat Rushville-Industry earlier this year by 30. Now, we'll preface that by the fact that Rushville-Industry was missing their leading scorer, freshman Carter Freitag. His brother, number 4, Bennett Freitag, and one other starter. So you take that into consideration, that game probably needs to be thrown out. The problem is Rushville-Industry remembers it. I'm sure I should say, that Coach Barnett for the Central Panthers is trying to make his team forget it as well, because you don't want to come into a contest with the mindset we beat them by 30 last time. We won't have to work very hard to do it again. But Coach Barnett's a good coach. Panthers are a good team. Should be a good contest here tonight. Freitag of the Carter variety scored 32 points in the win against BPC on Monday. The Rushville-Industry Rockets are coached by Tyler Crum. He leads his team to the regional semifinals, in a team that has gotten better all year long. They've improved as the season went along. They are much better probably than the number 9 seed in the subsectional complex, in all honesty. Freitag didn't start, of the Carter variety, didn't start early in the season, and he started becoming a starter on a varsity level. This team really started to light up, and they are going to be a tough out here tonight, I would expect, for Central. The live chat's open. Hop in there. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We love to see the live chat going. If you have any questions, we'll do our best to try to answer them. If you haven't done so already, like our Facebook page. Also like this stream. Share the stream to your friends and family. Let them know where they can watch this Camp Point Central and Rushville-Industry contest. It's getting ready to start in just over a minute and 25 seconds. We'll see. I do believe they're going to do the national anthem to start things off. We'll hold on a second. If they play the national anthem, we will likely take a quick break, as it tends to send up some red flags on our YouTube channel. If they have someone sing it, we will leave it here. And we will take a break. We'll be back right after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor, and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
And welcome back as the national anthem comes to a conclusion. And we are ready to go with the starting lineups for tonight's contest here from Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. Semifinal action of the IHSA Class 1A Regionals. Well, let's see if we can pick up Coach Rigg with the starting lineups. So there's the starting lineups. We'll go over them again as we get ready to tee things off here for this IHSA regional semifinal. For the Rushville-Industry Rockets, freshman Carter Freitag, number 2. The junior, number 3, Jordan McGinnis. Number 4 is Bennett Freitag. He's a junior. Number 20, Scott Norton, the only senior to start. And then number 34, a junior, Reed Freitag. For the Central Panthers, it's number 3, Nick Moore, a senior. Number 21, Gavin Blewett, a senior. Number 24, Drew Pabin, a senior. Number 32 is Caden Niekamp, a sophomore. And number 33, Elijah Ginnenbacher, a junior. And that's where we're going to start things off. Pabin for 3 from the right wing, or left wing, excuse me, is off no good. We are underway here in the first quarter. 2-3 zone for the Rushville-Industry Rockets. Pabin has already missed 1 3, but an offensive rebound between Pabin and Ginnenbacher, so they'll reset the offense with 7:28 to go here. There's Ginnenbacher with it near side. We did see the Central, and a travel is going to be called on Nick Moore. We did see the Central Panthers during the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. If you were watching that the week or 3 days worth of games, it seemed like a week. There's 26 games in 3 days. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, did all 26 of those games. A little full court pressure here from Central. It's going to get it across easily for Rushville-Industry. No score here, 7:10 remaining. Bennett Freitag is going to give it to Norton. Scott Norton now over right side to Reed Freitag. He's going to drive, puts the shot up, and in. The basket is good. The Rockets have the first lead of the contest. Moore's going to try to answer with a 3. He cannot. Bennett Freitag with the rebound, and back the other way it goes. Norton with it. He's going to give it to number 3 is Jordan McGinnis. Knocked out of bounds off of the Panthers. It was either off of Niekamp or Pabin down there. I couldn't see from here. So it will be Rushville-Industry basketball into Bennett. Freitag, now to Carter Freitag. He goes, puts the shot up, leaves it off right. High for the rebound is Blewett, and back the other way in a hurry comes Pabin for the Panthers. Into the corner, Pabin with it. 6:22 to go here in quarter number 1. Ginnenbacher, Reed Freitag out there on him. Again, 2-3 zone still for Rushville-Industry. Extending it a little bit out to the three-point line, pressuring the shooters of the Central Panthers. Rockets lead 2-0 early in the first quarter. Just 2 minutes into the game. Ginnenbacher pump fakes, drives, gets it down to Blewett on the baseline, kicks it out to Moore. Moore drives in. He's got an open look at a basket. It's off no good. Tips it out to Pabin. Pabin for 3. It's good. Drew Pabin hits the triple. Again, it's 3-2 now. Panthers with the lead. Reed Freitag lays that one way up. He lost that one on the way up. And a rebound back the other way it comes on the hand of Moore. He drives in, dumps it off to Ginenbacher. Ginenbacher puts the shot up. It's off, no good. Gets his own rebound. It's partially blocked. It's tipped out. Paben with it now. 3 on the way by Moore. Off, no good. Norton with the rebound for the Rockets. In a hurry. McGinnis pushes it up the floor. Goes to Bennett Freitag. Freitag shots up and rattles in and out. And back the other way in a hurry. They are getting up and down the floor here, are these two teams. They are wasting no time at all. It's 3-2 as Ginenbacher puts up the triple. It's good. Ginenbacher hits the 3. 2 threes. It's a 6-2 lead for the Panthers. It's two buckets to 1. Problem is it's been both from outside the arc for the Panthers if you're a Rockets fan. Once again, hop into live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. The kids will be able to see this down the stretch as they go back and watch it later on. McGinnis is going to come up as the Rockets reset the offense. Norton with it. Going to hand it off to McGinnis. 4:18 remaining in the first quarter. Reed Freitag tries to get it to Bennett Freitag, and Niekamp is going to pick up a foul. It'll be his first, team's first. First foul of the game on either team is called on the Panthers as Niekamp put an arm around Bennett Freitag. Right back to Carter Freitag it goes. He spins in on Blewett, and Blewett's going to pick up the foul. Second foul on the Panthers as the freshman went right at the senior and draws the foul. First free throws of the game coming. Carter Freitag, not to jinx him, but he was 15 of 16 in the game against BPC the other night from the charity stripe. 4:09 to go in the first quarter. Free throw up and good. First points of the game for Carter Freitag. Into the game for the Panthers, number 30, Cole Peterson. Second one is good as well. 6-4 is the score. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Blewett wanted to come down to Cole Peterson. Now he does come down to Peterson. Kicks it out to Ginenbacher. Into the corner Moore. He drives baseline. Kicks it back out. Ginenbacher 3. Another one is good. Ginenbacher has hit 2, and they're from the same exact spot. He's got 6. Crossed half court, it comes to Reed Freitag. Now to Carter Freitag. 3:30 to go. 9 points, all from outside the arc for the Panthers here early in this game. We're halfway through quarter number 1. It's 9-4. A steal as Carter Freitag couldn't hold on to it, and he's going to pick up a frustration foul of sorts. He gets his first foul. It's team foul number 1 for the Rockets, and it'll be out of bounds to the Panthers. 3:21 to go as Peterson going to inbound for Central. Chance to build on what is a 5-point lead for Central as the Rockets not able to get anything going offensively as of yet. Lobbed into Blewett. Blewett puts the shot up over McGinnis and good. Gavin Blewett gets his first point, and that's the first basket that's not from the three-point line for the Panthers. Contact, no call. Norton missed the shot, put it back up, missed it again. And they wanted to charge the Central fans. There was a lot of contact with no foul call. Ginenbacher with it. 2:45 remaining. Into the corner, Paben for 3. It's short, but bounces off far side. Ginenbacher with the rebound, and he's going to cut called for a travel. 11-4 the score, 2:38 remaining in the first quarter. McGinnis to inbound against the full court press, a 1-2-2 press here. Not sure if it's a 1-2-2 trap or if it's a 1-2-2 man here. Bennett Freitag goes to the rack and gets the bucket to fall. Freitag of the Bennett variety gets his first points. 11-6 the score. 2:16 remaining. Moore gives it off to Ginenbacher. Down in the corner, Paben. Back to Ginenbacher. Same spot. Can he get it to go again? He cannot. Rebound this time to Bennett Freitag. Want to say hi to Rita Corson. Proud grandma and grandpa watching the Rushville Rockets from Florida, cheering on the Freitag grandsons. Thanks for joining us. Lindsay Schaefer says, since BPC isn't playing, I'm rooting for my alma mater. Go Panthers. Can't blame you there, Lindsay. Norton with it, 1:45 to go. 3, Reed, free tag. A lot of contact, no foul after the shot. It's rebounded by the Panthers. Comes back, Pabin with it. 1:35 remaining. There's a dump down to Peterson. Peterson drives and kicks it out to Ginnenbacher. Moore for the 3 from the corner. It's short. It bounced off long side. And not a good outlet pass. Norton saved. Free tag on the pass into the corner. Carter free tag now is going to drive, dump it back to Reed. 1:13 remaining in the first quarter. 11-6 is the score. A chance to make it a one-possession game here for the Rockets, who have not shot the ball well. Free tag's going to have it striped away, and it's going to come down in the hands of the Panthers. Outlet to Ginnenbacher. Ginnenbacher puts up the shot. He left it long, and a foul's going to be called on Cole Peterson. He went over the back of, I believe it was McGinnis. First foul on Peterson, third on the Panthers. And subs coming in. Ginnenbacher takes a seat. Peterson takes a seat. In for the first time, number 5, Caden Lohmeyer. And back in is Niekamp. Reed free tag with 50 seconds is going to push against Lohmeyer. Pump fake, puts the shot up. Counted, and a foul for Reed free tag. Foul's going to be on Lohmeyer. His first, team's fourth. Free tag at the free throw line to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Free tag has 4 points in the quarter. And he hits the free throw. 45 seconds remaining. It's down to a 2-point game. 11-9 is the score. Going to hold for one shot, it looks like here for Central, as Pabin puts the ball on his hip until Carter free tag comes out and makes him dribble the basketball, but he gave it away to Lohmeyer. Now he got it back. 25 seconds remaining. He looks to drive on Carter free tag. The Rockets played a 1-3-1 against BPC the other night. Looks like they're in a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 right now here. Lohmeyer with it with 10 seconds left. Tries to find somebody in the middle, does. Blew it down to Niekamp. Niekamp can't finish, and it's knocked out of bounds. It goes off of Niekamp with 2.5 seconds left. Bennett free tag knocked that off of Niekamp. And Central is going to try to do some pressure here to see if they can get a turnover and a shot at a basket to end the quarter. 2.5 seconds left. Going to get it into Norton. And it's stolen away, but Blewett can't do anything with it in time, and that's the end of quarter number 1. The score, 11-9. The Rockets trail the Central Panthers here in regional action. We'll take a break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Augusta, Illinois, as it's second quarter action coming your way very shortly here for IHSA Regional Semifinal number 1 of 2 here tonight. As we get it moved to the second quarter, 11-9 the score. Setting up to be a good one. It was 11-5. It might have even been an 11-4 at one point. But the Rockets have battled back and cut it to a 2-point lead. They'll start the second quarter with the basketball. The Panthers, the top seed in the regional. Bennett free tag with it. Again, these two teams played, and Bennett free tag is going to kick it out. Norton missed the shot. It's bouncing around. On the floor it goes. Jump ball is going to be called. It'll be possession to Central. Central with the jump ball. Means possession will go back to the Rockets next time. on the next jump ball. Once again, thank you for hopping into live chat. We greatly appreciate it. The kids will get to go back and see who was watching and when they were watching. Hop in there. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our Knee Camp with It near side. Facebook page as well. If you want to know what games we're doing and coming up as we work through the finale of this year's basketball season, as we got games this week and next, and that'll be it. Knee Camp for 3. It's off, no good. Bennett free tag and Knee Camp, that was Ginnenbacher on the far side for 3 as the battle goes there. We do not have a clock, Bob Danta. That's unfortunately the reason why you can't see it. We'll tell you pretty regularly how much time's left. Blewett gets called for a kick. There's 6:46 remaining in the second quarter. McGinnis with it. Bennett free tag. He's going to try and drive on Ginnenbacher, puts the shot up and in. We're tied at 11. Free tag's got his 4th point. .6:20 to go. We're tied at 11. The first 9 points came from outside the arc for the Panthers. They've got 1 2-point basket, but they have stalled out offensively here in recent trips. This may be a 1-3-1. In all honesty, now that I see him rotating in it, McGinnis would be at the bottom. Carter Freitag would be the top. No subs as of yet for the Rushville-Industry Rockets. That first quarter went in a hurry. We're down to 5:45 in the second quarter already. Bennett Freitag has it swiped away. And off of him, out of bounds. He may have just lost it, in fact. 5:39 to go in the first half, and it's Central basketball a chance to retake the lead. Knee Camp with it. Knee Camp, just a sophomore for the Central Panthers. 3 seniors and a junior start for the Panthers. Just 1 senior starting for Rushville-Industry. 3 juniors and a freshman. And out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call a foul, I do believe. Ginnenbacher is going to get called for the offensive foul as he hooked trying to spin the baseline. You don't see that one called a whole lot, but it was a good call. And the first foul of the quarter on the Rockets, or on the Panthers, excuse me. And the ball's lost out of bounds. It'll go to the Panthers. Ginnenbacher with it. Moore, 4:54 remaining. Oh, what a jab step by Pabin. 3 on the way by Moore. Off, no good. Long rebound out to Pabin. Moore is going to kick it back to Pabin. Jump stop, shot up. Off, no good. McGinnis with the rebound. Pabin got a good look. He just put it off the glass a little too hard. McGinnis dribbles right into a double team. Norton has it. He's going to get a little bump away and then roll it around. Can't get it to fall. Bennett Freitag with the rebound and a putback. And the Rockets have the lead for the first time tonight. Now Reed Freitag steps out and steals the pass away, but Blewett steals it right back away and gets the layup. We're tied at 13. That's the first point of the quarter for the Panthers. Down to Bennett Freitag, got it tipped away and lost it. Blewett comes up with it. Chance to retake the lead. And an offensive foul going to be called on Nick Moore, and he stands there flabbergasted. May have been a smidge of an acting job there. Bob Walker says he's watching from Press Yours On and Camp Points. Go Panthers. Thank you for joining us, Bob. We appreciate it. Full-time timeout called by the Rockets. The first timeout of the game called by either team. We'll take a quick break as well, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to Augusta, Illinois. It's quarter number 2, 3:47 remaining. 13-13 is the score as we get ready to go with, after the timeout, I should say. Goes off of Carter Freitag thanks to Pabin. And Carter Freitag is looking about as amazed as Nick Moore did after the offensive foul was called on him a few moments ago. It's Central basketball nonetheless. 3:46 remaining, and a timeout's going to be called by the Panthers. It's a 30-second timeout. It'll be their first timeout of the game. Both teams will be remaining with 4 timeouts. 2 fouls in the quarter for the Panthers, 0 for the Rockets. We've had 2 lead changes and 2 ties now here in this one. The lead change after 0, and then actually it would be 3, and we've been tied twice. As we're 13-13, we're tied at 11. Then the Rockets took the lead at 13-13, or 13-11, and then the Panthers tied it back up at 13. In it comes to Niekamp. 3:44 remaining in the first half. Pabin goes into Ginnenbacher, kicks it out to Blewett. Blewett's going to try a 3 from the right corner. It's off, no good. Bennett Freitag with the rebound. 3:30 remaining, and back the other way it goes. Linda Niekamp, hello. Grandpa and Grandma Niekamp watching from San Antonio. Let's go Panthers. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Yes, it is. Norton just lowered his hips and went after him, and after seeing the foul that Moore got, I'm not sure how anybody could question that. That was going to be a foul all day long. And it is the first on the Rockets here with 3:10 to go. Moore. Ginnenbacher. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. A very quick first half. The Panthers have not shot a free throw yet. The Rockets have shot just 3. They are 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Ginnenbacher kicks it across to Pabin. Pump fakes on the pass, drives in, and they're going to call him for a travel. You want to know why he traveled there, folks. He jump stepped and then took a step to jump. You got to jump off both feet after you jump stop. And he stepped to jump, and that's what got him the traveling violation. Good call by the official. 2:38 remaining here in the first half. Carter Freitag got a pretty good pop there from Pabin, but it was he had blocked out the official. As now the Rockets trying to set something up. Pabin getting all kinds of physical with Freitag. Freitag puts the shot up, counted, and a foul, or no foul, but just count the basket, excuse me. That's his first bucket for Carter Freitag. What are we, a bench warning? I think they got a bench warning here for Rushville. 15-13 is the score. Ginnenbacher with the basketball on the baseline. Tried to come out top to Pabin. That ball's tipped out of bounds by Bennett Freitag. It'll be Panthers basketball with 2:04 remaining. Inbound to Pabin. 2 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. Moore nearly lost that to Norton. They may be playing I don't know what they're doing here. Kicked out. Pabin for three. Nailed that one. Drew Pabin gets his second three, first one of the quarter. And another lead change as it's 16-15. Norton with it, 1:30 remaining. Carter Freitag, no, it's Bennett Freitag, excuse me. 1:25 left. Carter Freitag's going to have to hand it off to Reed. Reed Freitag on the dribble. Nearly lost his balance, going to go to the rack. It's blocked by Pabin, but a foul's going to be called. Drew Pabin's going to pick up his first foul. Team foul number 3. At the free throw line is going to be Reed Freitag. He is 1 for 1 from the charity stripe. (16-16) the score now. We have another tie. A couple subs coming in. Made the first, missed the second. Blewett gets the bucket. And a turnover for the Rockets. In the game for the Rockets, number 1, Jagger Bartlett, and just coming in, number 23, Rylan Reimolds. 55 seconds left. Panthers lead by 2. Ginnenbacher for 3, his third one of the game, first of the quarter. And just like they built their lead the last time, they're using the threes to do it again. It's 21-16. They led by 6. And Rylan Reimolds picked it up to go to Bartlett, and Bartlett left. He couldn't get it there any longer, and another turnover. 35.1 seconds remaining. The Panthers hit 3 threes to open the game. They're going to try for 3 in a row here. They're not going to get it that time. Jagger Bartlett's going to push it back the other way. Here comes Ginnenbacher. It's lost. I don't know how that was lost. Here comes Blewett. Blewett's going to be blocked by Carter Freitag. Reimolds with it. Goes down to Bennett Freitag. He's going to drive. 8 seconds. 3 on the way. McGinnis, good for the Rockets. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Pabin from half court, looks good. Off the back iron, no good. At the end of the first half of play, it scored 21-19. The Panthers with the lead as McGinnis hits the triple with under 10 seconds remaining to close the gap from 5-2. We're at the half. The Rockets and the Panthers. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. We'll step away for a few minutes and let you hear a word from our title sponsor, McDonough District Hospital.
Welcome once again, as we're happy to bring to you another member of the staff at MDH. And today we have Bill Murdoch, the Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of MDH. You know, I've talked to some people up the food chain a little bit, but you're getting ways up there for me to be talking to here. Right. But you're just another guy.
I am.
And we were joking off camera. We'll get to that a little bit maybe as we go along here. But
sure.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you married? You have kids?
Yep, married. My wife's from Macomb. We have 4 children. My wife's a bomber and a leatherneck. I'm a leatherneck as well. That's it. I grew up outside of Galesburg on a farm, and we still have a place up there. Go back there every day and enjoy the great outdoors up there. I've been in healthcare for over 30 years now. Enjoy it very much, and really look forward to the challenges that healthcare provides for us.
Now, if I remember reading through your stuff correctly, you're from Oneida, which is up by Galesburg,
right? Do you know where that is?
I do. I know where. It's part of Rova.
It is.
It's part of. We're sports people here, yeah. Bill. We have to know who Oneida is.
I graduated from Rova.
Did you? So it was Rova even that far back.
Well,
not that you're old. That isn't what I meant there.
There was one there was an additional town added after I graduated, but it's always been pronounced as Rova.
So what was the town that was added?
Watauga.
Watauga was
which
added.
Which is where I live now.
So you live in Watauga.
Right.
You graduated from Rova.
Correct.
But Watauga wasn't part of Rova when you graduated from Rova.
That's right. Cause
that's like a twisting, turning road right there.
Oh, yeah. It's a complex matter here. But no, after I graduated high school, went to college and all that, and then as I advanced my career, we stayed in the Midwest and finally ended up after we started having kids in the Rovo, Oneida area to raise our children, and just stayed there the whole time since then.
How, there's a lot of professions at any hospital that have a lot of very important, and they are the integral workings of the hospital. Everybody thinks physicians, nurses, providers.
Right.
But you have a lot of pressure on you on a daily basis when you're talking about the chief financial officer. So how do you find yourself into that profession? I mean, I think I'd rather be the doctor or the nurse than the chief financial officer.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. When I graduated from Western, I was recruited at that time by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, and we were doing what hospitals have to prepare a Medicare cost report, and I was auditing them. So that's how I got my step into the healthcare career. And then after that, I went to work for a consulting firm that prepared the cost reports for the hospitals and all that. And then after that, I got into the actual inner workings of the hospital, started out as a controller, then worked up to CFOs and larger organizations, and and that's kind of my niche, and that's where I've stayed my whole career.
Now, you mentioned larger organizations. Lindsay Douglas, we talked to her. She's in recruitment for you guys for physicians and providers. And this is not, as far as hospitals go, a larger,
right.
It's not a huge hospital.
Right.
So what does that do for you on a daily basis as you're trying to balance a budget or make a budget that works or help with the finances of that doesn't have maybe the bottomless pockets that some people think of when you think of a huge hospital or whatever?
Right. Yeah, I think that, you've been in one hospital, They're all different. They all have their sets of challenges and struggles and all that. What is very exciting for me is we're nimble, we can make quick changes, and I feel like I can make that impact in the organization, those quick impacts to get the hospital on the right track and keep it going and be viable.
Yeah, and funding in this day and age is a key in getting payments. But I'm sure you guys still look at trying to get donations and stuff, correct? Is that involved in anything you do, or do you have to consider any of that when you're trying to make your business positions?
It's a small piece of it, a little bit of it. Our biggest challenge is to get reimbursed from the insurance payers, make sure, because there's a lot of noise out there right now where insurance payers are denying everything not everything, but most things that we try to get reimbursed for. And if we don't get what we're entitled to, then it's a struggle to make payrolls.
Right.
Struggle to pay our vendors. It's really tough to keep the hospital going, make the capital improvements that we're doing on the campus right now.
And you're doing a bunch of those right now. I mean,
we are.
You guys are improving. It seems like monthly, daily, whatever, you're making improvements here in the last 10 years or so.
There's a lot of exciting things going on here on the campus right now with the retail pharmacy, or community pharmacy is what we're calling it now, because it is the community of McDonough County's pharmacy. And we're trying to prepare this organization for future generations so we can keep this hospital in the community for the people of the community.
Okay, so you work and think numbers all week.
Pretty much.
What do you think on the weekends? Now, I think I read somewhere there's some hunting and fishing involved in what you enjoy doing.
Right, yes. I like I mentioned, I grew up on a farm. We still have a farm. We still live on a farm. So I enjoy just about anything outdoors. That would be fishing, hunting, camping, spending time on the farm, just fixing things or doing whatever. That's how I decompress and recharge to do the job that I do today.
Okay. Now, I said I only had two questions. I got one more. We're about at time. But now, you're a hunter.
Yes.
and you're older like me. So I remember when I was a kid and everybody was deer hunting, if you got a deer, you were lucky.
Right.
Do you deer hunt?
I do.
And how much easier is it on your farm to get a deer now than it was when you were a kid?
Yeah, I'm really blessed because there are a lot more deer today than there was years ago when I started hunting. I do, but I enjoy deer hunting. But I also, every deer I've got in the last 2 years, I've donated to the food pantry and let them repurpose it. Our sons also hunt with me as well. You eat a lot of that deer meat, but anything I get, it goes right to the food pantry, and I donate it back to the community.
Well, it's MDH is all about community. It's been about community, and you even go home and make it about community. So that makes you a good guy, right?
Right. Well, I don't know about that, but I appreciate the comment.
Well, that'll do it for this halftime interview. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with the second half right after this.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Welcome back to Augusta, Illinois. It's IHSA Class 1A regional semifinal night here from Southeastern High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us. It's third quarter getting ready to come your way. Take a look at some stats here tonight. Not a whole lot. It's 21-19. And oddly enough, there's not a single player in the entire game that has more than one foul. We can talk about that as we go along. So nobody's in foul trouble. 4 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line for Carter Freetag. 3 points for Jordan McGinnis at inside 10 seconds of the second quarter. That three came. 6 points for Bennett Freetag. 6 points, including 2 of 3 free throws for Reed Freetag. They are 4 of 5 from the free throw line. They have 19 total points. 21 total points for the Panthers. No free throws. The Rockets have just 2 fouls, and both of those are on different players. One on Carter Freetag, one on Scott Norton. 6 points for Gavin Blewett, 6 points for Drew Pabin, 9 points for Elijah Ginnenbacher. That's the scoring. Of the 21 points, all but 6 are from the three-point line. 2 threes for Pabin, 3 threes for Ginnenbacher. And it's a Rocket basketball again as we get ready to go here. As second half action is underway from Southeastern High School. Bennett Freetag on Ginnenbacher, spins, kicks it out corner to McGinnis. 7:45 left here in the third quarter, just underway. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Happy to have you alongside. Should be a good night of basketball here tonight. McGinnis with it. Breaks the 5-second barrier. Stops. Gives it off to Norton. Norton down to Bennett Freetag. Now to McGinnis. He can't dribble. He's got to come out. Norton with it. Down to Freetag. Freetag puts the shot up hard off glass. Misses. Gets the rebound back, and Pabin's going to be called for the foul. I'm going to put my headset down and grab the... Well, they got it. Pabin will be called for the foul. He's the first player with 2 fouls now. First foul of the quarter for the Panthers. Bennett Freetag's first free throw is off, no good. Second one is good. Down to a 1-point game. Moore with it. 7:05 left in quarter number 3. Have a guest color commentator for the first half of the Southeastern game that's coming up in a few minutes. We'll talk more about that when the time arises. Ginnenbacher with the basketball for the Panthers. Back to Moore it goes. Moore along 2, it's good. That's his first points of the game coming into third quarter here. It's back to a 3-point lead. Once again, hop in that live chat. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. McGinnis with it, 6:20 to go. Share the link if you haven't already. Looks like this could be a good basketball game all the way to the finish here tonight. So that pass intended for Bennett, knocked away by Ginenbacher, picked up by Niekamp, and back the other way it goes. Pabin to Moore, who looks to get maybe a little more involved in the offense. It is a 1-3-1 now, it would appear, for the Rockets. It's a very shifty 1-3-1. Moore for three. It's off, no good. Carter Freitag with the rebound. The Panthers have lived by the three. Scott Norton went to the bucket. Foul's going to be called on Niekamp, I do believe. Nope. 21 Blewett picks up the foul. That'll be his second. Norton's first free throw is good. Norton scores his first point of the game. Second point is going to be there. He makes them both. Back to a 1-point game, 23-22. Niekamp, as the 1-3-1 with Carter Freitag at the point, is extending out farther and farther as the game goes along. 5:25 remaining in the third quarter. Three on the way by Ginenbacher. He's nailed another one. That's four of them in the game. He's got two in the first quarter and one in each of the next two quarters so far. And it opens it up to a 4-point game. Niekamp with a steal. And he's going to get a layup, it would appear. Hunter was there but didn't do anything about it. Niekamp gets his first points of the game. It's 28-22. Five-second call nearly there. Bennett Freitag's going to drive, kick it out. Reed Freitag back to Bennett. Bennett back to Reed. Reed for three. Good! Reed Freitag hits the triple. Back to a three-point game. Ginenbacher's going to try for his fifth. That one's well long. Blewett's going to try and save it. He stepped on the baseline, though, and nearly ran over one of his cheerleaders in the process. But it is a turnover nonetheless. And it goes back to the Rockets with a chance to cut the lead to one or tie with a three. Norton with it. Down low to Bennett. Freitag, he tries to drive, kicks it out to Reed Freitag. He drives in, kicks it to Norton. That looked like a travel maybe on Reed Freitag, and I think the Pabin stole that away from. Now McGinnis for three, off, no good. Ball tipped around into the hands of Nick Moore. Moore pushes it back the other way. He gets the layup up and in. Moore gets his second two of the quarter. Carter Freitag pushes it back, and then Carter Freitag loses it off his leg out of bounds. It's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. And with 3:37 to go, a chance to make it a three-possession game. Pabin gives it to Moore. Now to Ginenbacher. Pabin down in the corner. Blew it from the baseline. His jumper's good. His first two of the quarter. The offense coming a little easier now for the Central Panthers. Can the Rockets answer? That's the question. They were able to in the first quarter. Now to Freitag. Over to Reed Freitag. He's going to drive. Puts the shot up. It's blocked. Bumped around and brought down by Ginenbacher. Outlets it to Moore. Norton is there. Shot up off, no good. Blew it with the rebound. He's going to put it up and in. And McGinnis is going to get called for the foul. An old-fashioned three-point play coming for Gavin Blewett. The foul is on McGinnis. That will be the first on McGinnis, only the third in the game on the Rockets. 34-19 the score. And a chance for the first free throw of the game for the Panthers, and Blewett makes it. Back the other way, Bennett is going to be fouled. A couple more free throws coming. Foul on Cole Peterson. That'll be his second. Freetag's first free throw is off, no good. 2:49 left in the quarter. Freetag of the Bennett variety missed that free throw. He's 1 for 3 in the quarter. Misses the second as well. 2:45 to go. Free throws that were such a huge part of the game the other night for the Rockets and early in the game here have now kind of faltered them in quarter number 3. Bennett Freetag just 1 of 4 from the free throw line. They trail by 10 at 35-25. Pabin with it, 2:25 to go. Don't want to be down by double digits, I wouldn't think, entering the fourth quarter against a very good Central team. Blewett, baseline jumper, well off the mark. Somehow, Ginnenbacher came down with it. Nick Moore's going to drive. He puts the floater hard off the glass, no good. Blewett rips it away from Bennett Freetag, puts the shot up. It's off, no good. Now McGinnis comes down with it. 2 minutes remaining, and now a foul. How is that not a foul? Holy smokes. Blewett ran right underneath Norton, and it went off of Norton. There's no doubt about that. That call was correct, but how that wasn't a foul, I do not know. Nonetheless, the ball goes to the Panthers. 1:50 remaining. That ball tipped out of bounds by Scott Norton. It'll stay with the Panthers with 1:49 left. Pabin with it in the backcourt. He brings it across the half-court stripe. 1:43. Moore back to Pabin. Precious time running off the clock. That ball's lost by Niekamp, who didn't expect the pass to come to him, and then he's going to knock it out of bounds, save it into Ginnenbacher, but Norton's there. Norton's going to put the shot up. No shot. Foul's going to be called on Moore, I think. It is on Moore. That'll be his first, I do believe. Make that his second. Team's fourth. Freetag to Reed Freetag. Pabin knocked it away from behind. Bennett Freetag came up with it. Gives it to McGinnis. 1:13 remaining in the third quarter. Norton may have got away with a travel right there. Left the floater up, short. Rebound to Norton. And he's going to be fouled by Ginnenbacher, I do believe. He'll get 2 free throws. It is on Ginnenbacher. That'll be his second. Team's fifth. Norton shooting 2 free throws here. First one is good. Second one is good as well. Huge points there for the Rockets, who trail by 8. Panthers have dominated quarter number 3, much the way they started in quarter number 1, but allowed the Rockets back in. This time they have not really allowed the Rockets to get anything going of any serious threat here in the third quarter. Blewett to Moore, 42 seconds left. Pabin, a little hop, step, and a jump, and he gets the bucket to fall. Drew Pabin makes his first bucket that's not a 3. He's got 2 threes. Bennett Freetag powers a shot through the touch, and it's going to be fought around and brought up by Moore. He pushes it back the other way. His shot's up and in. Moore's got 6 in the quarter. That ball's tipped away. Oh, over and back. It went off McGinnis's foot. With 10.8 seconds left, the Panthers lead by 12. Reimolds comes in. Who's he going to replace? He's going to replace McGinnis. The Panthers definitely have come out of the locker room fired up, playing a much better defensive half, even though they have allowed the Rockets to get to the free throw line. So Moore for three with 3 seconds left, and he hits it. Moore has had a quarter, and quarter number 3. And the Panthers open up a 15-point lead, 42-27 at the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Augusta, Illinois. It is time for the final 8 minutes. Fourth quarter action coming your way here from regional semifinal number 1 in Class A action from Southeastern High School. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us. 42-27 is the score. It was 21-19 at the half. And it was all Central in quarter number 3. As it looks like we had a brief little internet issue there. We're back here. Niekamp with it. Blew it, the jumper, off, no good. Norton with the rebound. Big contact with Moore. No foul call, but Norton comes down with it nonetheless. Very physical third quarter. Carter Freitag is going to be fouled by Ginnenbacher. Ginnenbacher will pick up his 3rd foul. First of the quarter on the Panthers. Free throws going to be huge. Carter Freitag, who had 32 against BPC, has just 4 here tonight. He is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. First free throw, good. Second free throw by the freshman, off, no good. Has his own rebound, puts the shot back up and in. It's down to a 12-point lead, 42-30, 7:13 remaining. Central did allow a few points in the third quarter, but it was only 1 field goal. That was from Reed Freitag, a 3. Everything else was 5 points from the free throw line for the Rockets. There's a 3 from the corner. It's off, no good. Going to go off of, I think that's Blewett down there. It'll stay or go to the Rockets now. A chance to cut it to 10 or to a three-possession game if they can hit a 3 here. 6:47 to go. Every stop for the Rockets crucial. Every bucket for the Panthers equally as effective. Bennett Freitag had a good look at the basket, kind of got let off defensively, and a travel is going to be called on Moore. Freitag has been muscled up so much tonight that I think Niekamp kind of laid off of him a little bit that time as he made contact, and Freitag missed this shot. He got too far under the basket that last time down the floor, but a turnover gives the Rockets another chance here. Down to Scott Norton. It's tipped away by Pabin. Throws it off the feet of Scott Norton, out of bounds. It'll be possession to the Panthers. Jagger Bartlett checks in. Scott Norton checks out for the Rockets. Norton, the lone senior starter on this team. A freshman and 3 juniors start along with him. This Rushville Rockets team going to be a good one next year, I do believe. 6:08 to go. contrastly, a lot of senior starters for the Panthers. Down in the corner, Ginnenbacher. Blew it with it. Out to Pavin, long two, good. Drew Pavin gets his first two of the quarter. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rockets. The physicality and the quick hands of the Panthers have flustered the Rockets tonight, especially the freshman Carter Freitag, who has struggled against the physicality. Out to Bartlett for three. It's long, and Moore with the rebound. Pavin pushes it back the other way. They have numbers, and I think Bartlett's going to get called for the trip. 2 free throws coming. We'll see who the foul's on. It is going to be on Bartlett. That'll be his first. 2 free throws coming for the Panthers and Drew Pavin. Pavin has the only 2 points of the quarter this far for the Panthers. First one is good. Second one coming. Good as well. Carter Freitag with 5:20 remaining. His team down by 16. Blew it. Gets it down court in a hurry to Pavin. Pushes off of Reimolds. Kicks it out to Moore. Now Moore drives. He puts the shot up. It's good. And this one's starting to run away from the Rockets a little bit. Timeout on the floor will be charged to the Rockets. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a break as well, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
Welcome back. As you see the central bench during the timeouts, as we have 5:04 remaining in the basketball game. It's 18-point lead. It's ballooned up here in the second half. It was a 2-point game at the half, but it's been all Camp Point Central here in quarter number 3 and 4, for that matter. As 3 points in the quarter for the Rockets, but it's been 6 points for the Panthers. It's 48-30, and now a turnover as McGinnis' pass went to the feet of Carter Freitag, and it is frustration time for the Rockets. Freitag, the freshman, going to take a seat. Scott Norton comes back in. .443 remaining in this one. Panthers in command at 48-30. Great game through the first half. Really looked like it was going to be that way throughout the game. Moore pull-up jumper, good, and really a big difference here in quarter numbers 3 and 4 has been Nick Moore. He scored 9 in the third quarter. He's got 4 more here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 20-point lead with 4:13 to go. A huge run is going to have to come, and another turnover through the hands of Bennett Freitag. Halfway through the fourth quarter, as the Rockets now have went to a man-to-man, and Nick Moore is just eating it alive here in the fourth quarter. 3:45 left. Ginnenbacher on the dribble, as the Panthers in no hurry to shoot the basketball with a 20-point lead. Wide open is Niekamp Ginenbacher's going to drive, pump fake, put the shot up and in. Ginenbacher gets the 2. That's his first bucket that's not a 2. He's got 14 points. 52-30. Out to McGinnis, overshot him, did Bennett free tag, and it's out of bounds with 3:08 remaining. 52-30 the score. Panthers withstood a good charge from the Rockets in the first half, but they answered in a huge way as Blewett with it down low, puts the shot up and in. And suddenly the Rockets have absolutely zero answer defensively for the Panthers. It's 54-30. 2:45 remaining. Cole Peterson set to check back in for the Panthers. Reimolds leaves it short. Got a good look to the basket, but left it short with the left hand. With 2:30 remaining, the Panthers have the basketball again. Still the starters on the floor for the Panthers. Starters minus Carter Freitag and McGinnis for the, no, McGinnis is out there. Reed Freitag is on the bench as well. Pabin with 2:10 remaining. And McGinnis is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second. Subs coming in. Peterson for the Panthers. And for the Rockets, going to be number 33, Jason Klitz, and number 25, Jackson Spencer, in for Rushville-Industry. Still McGinnis and Norton out on the floor. Norton, the only senior on the team. Blewett with it baseline. Back to Pabin. 1:50 remaining. Ginenbacher gives it off to Pabin. 1:40 remaining. And McGinnis is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his third. Team's third. Sub coming in. Number 34, Reed Freitag coming back in for Scott Norton, who gets a standing ovation as the only senior on the team. Bench and crowd stands up to give Scott Norton a big round of applause as he leaves. Getting hugs from everybody on the bench. 1:39 remains. Also in the game now for the Panthers going to be number 5, Caden Lohmeyer. So it's Pabin, Ginenbacher, Lohmeyer. Number 42's out there, Robert Gooding for the Panthers. 1:28 remaining. And a foul's going to be called on McGinnis. That'll be number 4 on him. Team foul number 4. Checking in is going to be Ian Escapa as McGinnis leaves the game. In for the Panthers going to be number 4. That is Tatum Eichen. And number 10 also in the game, Cruz Miles. 1:20 remaining. Lohmeyer down the corner to Peterson. Back to Lohmeyer. He looks down low to Miles. Lohmeyer with it with 1:05 left. Hands it off to Eichen. Miles puts the shot up and gets it to fall. Cruz Miles gets his first points of the game. 30-second timeout. Checking back in, or checking in for the first time, going to be number 5, Ryder Crook, as Reed Freitag is going to take a seat. And that was just for a sub with 47.6 seconds remaining. And a steal by Lohmeyer as Reimolds tried to inbounds. Miles with it. Cruz Miles pushing down the floor. He's going to lose it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Rockets with 39.8 seconds left. And a game that ends up being, right now, a 26-point contest was much better than that in the first half. Looked like it was going to be very exciting, but, man, did the Central Panthers come to play. 3 on the way by Ryder Crook. Lohmeyer gets the rebound, and they'll take it back for the Panthers. Likely will not look to score here. We'll see what they do. They're just going to back it out and let the clock run down. Lohmeyer on the dribble, and this will be the end. All that's left now is letting the clock run out. 10 seconds remaining. 56-30 is going to be the final here in semifinal number 1 from the Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. The Central Panthers will be playing for a regional championship on Friday night. You'll be able to watch it here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with some final stats in just a couple minutes here from Augusta, Illinois. Thanks for watching.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
Welcome back. Here is, hey Ramsey, you're on TV. You want to put your headset on? I talked about there was going to be a surprise commentator. I told the camera operator Bree to if somebody sat down to view over here after the game, so you just turned it over. Ramsey Fry is going to join us for the Southeastern game when we come back. That's going to be our surprise color commentator for the first half of the Southeastern game. We'll go through some stats here of this one. For the Rockets, nobody in double figures, which is a big surprise. 9 points, including 2 of 3 free throw shooting for Reed Freitag. 4 points on 4 of 4 free throw shooting for Scott Norton. 7 points, including 1 of 4 free throw shooting for Bennett Freitag. 3 points for Jordan McGinnis and 7 points on 3 of 4 free throw shooting for Carter Freitag. They were 10 of 15 from the charity stripe. A team high 14 points for Elijah Ginnenbacher. 13 points for Nick Moore, all in the second half. 13 points for Gavin Blewett. 12 points, including 2 of 2 free throw shooting for Drew Pabin. 2 points for Cruz Miles and 2 points for Caden Niekamp. They were just 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. And that was a really good first half, huh?
Yeah.
But the Panthers just came out in the second half and dominated, didn't they?
Yeah, that was a great first half for both teams. Rushville kept it close, and they played well.
So how many times have you done the radio/TV thing?
This
Ever?
is, other than being interviewed after a couple games, this is my first time.
Well,
so.
We'll see how it goes. We're going to end this broadcast. We'll be back. If you want to check out Ramsey Fry on his first ever broadcast. This is the place to do it here on TSSR Game Time Live. We'll end it here. We'll be back with the Southeastern Delavan game in just a few minutes here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.